Hello everyone, it's DiFusionGaming here for another episode of TWD. Now in this episode, I'm going to be talking about an idea I had for helping underrated GD stages, like helping underrated GD stages to get more attention or more noticed. I haven't seen anyone come up with this idea, or haven't heard of anyone coming up with this idea, so hopefully I'm the first, but there's a lot of people, so I'm probably not the first. Whether, I don't know, someone might have already made a video on this idea, or someone could have thought about this but hasn't actually uploaded anything. I actually had a different GD related idea for this episode of TWD, but this idea popped into my head like a couple weeks ago and I'm like, okay, I should talk about this first. But yeah, let's get into it. So basically my idea is putting orbs into stages. Like, the more orbs you put into a stage, the greater chances of your stage being seen by other people. So it kind of gives another use for orbs. I don't know where it would where your stage would be seen if you put orbs in. Maybe the trending folder, maybe a completely new folder. So yeah, you put like a bunch of orbs into a stage, and then maybe after a week or so, the orbs will just kind of like, maybe it won't just like instantly disappear, but maybe the orbs will slowly disappear over time. So like after a week, you put 50,000 orbs in a stage or something, and after a week it doesn't just all disappear at once. Maybe every day it'll go down by like 1% until it's all gone. So it'll take a long time for all the orbs to actually go away, but it just gets smaller and smaller. Which I think that's pretty fair. So you can like just get more orbs and keep on putting them in the stage. The more orbs you have in a stage, the faster it'll decay. But yeah, I think that would be a good idea for kind of getting your stage more noticed and more out there. And it's also good for people who's already bought everything in the stores and have a lot of orbs they need spending. Now, one thing I was thinking about when thinking about this idea was, what would be better? Having your stages appearing on the list as like through odds, or highest count. But then I thought, no, highest count would definitely be worse. Because if you're like, let's say there's a list of all the stages that people spend orbs on. If it's based on highest count, if you're like new to the game, you've built your first stage and you want to get it out there, but you don't have that many orbs, this whole system would be completely pointless. Because people who's been playing the game for a long time already will have like over 100,000, maybe even over 1,000,000 orbs. They can just put a lot of that into a stage, and then you're, once again, like how the game is right now, it'll be completely drowned out, your stage. So I don't think highest count is the best. And a reason why I like odds better is because the more orbs you have, the greater chance of your stage being seen. Because the list can be different for everyone, and it can change every time you refresh. Like maybe whatever list, if it's on trending or a completely different section, but every time you click refresh, all of the stages will change. Even if you only put like 100 orbs into a stage, you'll still have a chance of it being noticed. It's almost like kind of like a raffle system. Let's say 10 people put in like 10 orbs. That means everyone has like a 10% chance on getting their stage seen by someone every time someone clicks refresh. Whenever one person clicks refresh. And it could be like one person puts 50 orbs into a stage and 5 people put 10 orbs. That means the person who puts the 50 orbs will have a much greater chance of their stage being seen, but the 5 people who put 10 orbs in will still have a chance of it being seen, it just won't be as high. That's kind of why I think the odds will be better. Because everyone, even with a small amount of orbs, can have a chance of getting their stage seen. And one thing this would be good for is, it could help people be more motivated to start creating stages. Like, I've seen so often that there's a lot of people who stop playing stages because their stages won't get noticed at all. Like, they would get barely any downloads, so not much people view them, so there's not really much of a chance to actually get noticed as a creator. So I've seen so many times of people just quitting. So people might start creating just knowing there's a chance to get their stage noticed. There also could be another way of gaining orbs. Like, not just by getting a certain distance in a stage or beating a stage, but maybe you can get like a certain amount of orbs for every creator point you earn. I don't know how much that CP would give you, but it would be quite a bit. So that also might motivate some more people to start creating stages. Maybe you can even get orbs for every download you get. So if you get like 1,000 downloads, you get 1,000 orbs. So you gotta put orbs into your stage to make orbs. Another way you could make orbs is beating a stage before it's rated. Like maybe when you beat a stage, you'll get double orbs if you beat it before it's rated. Like, I think you get 500 orbs for beating a demon, so maybe if you beat an underrated demon, then it gets rated, you'll end up getting 1,000 orbs instead. You might be thinking I'm saying that so I can get more orbs because I play mostly underrated stages. I mean, that is true, but the main reason is to get more people to play underrated stages. If there is a way to get double orbs for beating a stage, and there is a list that has stages with orbs put into it, this would get people to go on that list of stages that people spend orbs on and play some stages. So maybe you could play a stage that someone put like 50,000 orbs into, beat it, and then you end up getting double the orbs once it's actually got star rating or higher. So yeah, this would get more people to play underrated stages, and it would increase the chances of people getting the stage noticed. It was pretty good because it doesn't just help the creators, but it also gets people to play the game more or play more underrated stages. Now, I was able to think of one problem that wouldn't make this work very well. Mostly the hackers, because there's a lot of times where I'm just searching for a stage to record and I constantly come across stages that got download botted. So when I said earlier about getting an orb per download, that probably won't work if this is still a problem. Because you can easily bot someone and give them or give yourself a ton of orbs. So that probably wouldn't work very well. But that's the only problem with this I can think of. I mean, I could probably think of more. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this episode of TWD. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, for the question, what do you think of this idea? So far, this is my favorite GD idea out of all the ideas I've had for the game so far. I would have put this in my ideas for GD video if I ever did a part 3, but there's just too much to talk about on this specific idea, so I didn't bother with that. But yeah, that's gonna be it, so goodbye.